Dear grade 12 students, welcome to the second part of this lesson in which we talk about the past tenses in English. Last time we started talking about the past simple tense and the past continuous tense and the usage of each one. Today we are going to talk about the last two past tenses, which are the past perfect and the past perfect continuous. Let's start. The past perfect tense. We actually form the past perfect by just using the past verb of have, which is had, plus the past participle. Look at this example. I had finished my work when you entered. I had finished. But how to use such a tense? We use past perfect for two main usages. Number one, for an action which finished before another past action or before a stated time in the past. Look at the example. When I arrived, he had left. When I arrived, he had left. What happened first? Yes, he had left. So I didn't catch him, I didn't see him. So the arrival happened after his leaving. Number two, past perfect is used to express an action which finished in the past and whose result was visible at a later point in the past. Look at the example. She was so happy because she had won the match. So being happy is the result for the reason which is the winning of the match. So winning the match happened first, and then because of that she was so happy. Now let's go to the past perfect continuous. The past perfect continuous tense is simply made by using had been plus the verb plus ing. For example, it had been raining the whole night. Past perfect continuous is also used for two main uses. Number one, to put emphasis on the duration of an action which started and finished in the past before another action or stated time in the past. Look at this example. When I arrived, they had been playing for an hour. So we focus here on the duration of the action, which was for an hour. The second usage for this tense is an action which lasted for some time in the past and whose result was visible in the past. So it's continued for some time and then its result appeared later on but still in the past. Look at the example. They were tired as they had been shopping since morning. So if I ask you, why were they tired? Yes, the answer, because they had been shopping since morning. Shopping had lasted for some time in the past and that's why they felt tired. Here are the four past tenses that we discussed in the two parts of this lesson. You can just pause the video for some time and then have a look on the form for each verb and the uses of each verb. Now, let's practice. We're going to have 5 sentences in which we are going to put the verbs in practice in the correct form. Number 1. While we board the plane, it started raining. When I see the word while, I have to use the past continuous. While we were boarding the plane, it started raining. So, while the action of boarding the plane was going on, it started raining. Number 2, he finished packing by the time John came home. Here we have two actions which happened in the past, but one preceded the other. What happened here first? Yes, he finished packing. So this one I have to use the past perfect. He had finished packing by the time John came home. Number 3, they have a picnic when it starts raining. It's similar to number 1, an action which was in progress when it was interrupted by another action. They were having a picnic, yes, excellent, when it started raining. So we use the past continuous to express the one that was in progress and the past simple to talk about the shorter verb which is starting rain. Number 4. They be exhausted last night because they shopped since morning. Here we have an action that lasted for some time in the past and had a visible result also in the past. So they, yes, this is the result. They were exhausted last night because they, yes, had been shopping. This one was continuous for some time in the past. Number 5, Sandra buy coffee and sit down to wait for her flight. In the sentence, we have two verbs which happened immediately after each other. So we used past simple here. So I have to say, Sandra bought coffee and sat down to wait for her flight. This is the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much and see you soon. Goodbye.